Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The RPO, fire completed by good pick up there. They'll move the chains in their sub at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running to Green. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like every...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously,
breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
At the 35, he's open. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Third aim, trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking for room. It's Young. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
to throw. It's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out through the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line.
Snap to the up end, it's a fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's strong. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Offense did exactly what he's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
With the catch, it's Lyle. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time.
Gets away from one, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. Turning it on! What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Give to the back. Nice move to keep running. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Makes the grab down the middle. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quick. There he goes. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll try to do it himself. Kearney got enough space, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He was hoping for something a little more But they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Carr. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. From the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Catch in the middle. It's Pringle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rush is on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. the shotgun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Canes want to move quickly. He's looking to throw. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent.
Touchdown, Hurricane! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Carr. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Pressure coming. First down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Hey, midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Pulls it in. It's Lyle. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. the 15. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
On the move from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs for the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, they're after him. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Quick step and go. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Turning it on. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs through a tackle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Darnold. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bringing the heat. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he'll try to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown by the Irish. And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. There he goes. Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Barney. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Using the quick game. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. They'll run play action. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Offside. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
On second and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Aaron! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Under fire. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got it in the middle. It's Darnold. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense putting points on the board. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the single back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Under fire. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lyle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lyle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.